what's up guys, my name is Kai, I'm the Nerd of Strength, and this is my prediction video for Heat 3 for the World's Strongest Man 2021. Jumping straight into it, let's go through our competitors. We have JF Caron, Luke Richardson, Mikhail Shivlikov, Robert Oberst, and Ithor Ingolson Melsted. And our 6 events are the load medley, the squat, train pull, overhead medley, the pickaxe hold, and the last man standing Atlas stones. This is definitely an interesting group, and I think the points can be spread very evenly and definitely could shake up the standings of who becomes first, second, and third. Overall, I'm personally going to give it to JF, but let's go through all the events and talk about it. So with the load medley, JF is not traditionally the fastest guy on this event, but he could still pick up decent points on this. Richardson has good foot speed, and so does Ithor Melsted. Shivlikov is a bit long in the tooth, definitely older now that he's a Masters athlete, but he could still move with the rest of them. And Oberst, well, in the past couple of training videos, especially with Brian Shaw, he looks huge. Just like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's one hefty boy. Like, he definitely looked like he is pushing like 200 plus kilos. So I don't think he's going to be the fastest guy on this event, and that could definitely hurt him. Moving on to the squat, I'm going to give this to either Luke or JF. Luke, of course, being a world record powerlifter in the past, and JF doing very well at events like squat and deadlift. I believe he came out in first in this event last year in his heat, or tied. I don't remember off the top of my head. And again, with Luke being one of the best powerlifters in the world, there's no doubt that he's going to do phenomenal at this event. Oberst is a much better squatter than he is at deadlift, so he doesn't have to worry about losing too many points in this event, as opposed to when he has the deadlift. Now, Shivlikov is definitely the opposite of Oberst, where he's a better deadlifter than he is a squatter. So it will be interesting to see where he lands on points in this event. And Ithor has been working on his squats compared to last year. Someone who could definitely throw a wrench in the points standing in some of these events. Moving on to the train pull, I'm probably going to give this one, oddly enough, to Oberst just because of the sheer size of him. Mass pulls mass. And he was training on the Jacob ladder. That's the only thing that might throw him off, is the shifting on the train. But he could definitely do really good at this event. JF is not the best at pull events, neither is Shivlikov. So Richardson might surprise us. I don't think he's done a truck pull in a Giants Live event, and of course last year they didn't have one, but he trains with guys like Darren Sadler, so I imagine he's definitely got some practice on the truck pull and can pick up some good points in that. Ithor, I think, might actually be the smallest guy in this group weight-wise, so I'm not sure how he'll do on the truck pull, but he is somebody who is very explosive, so that might come in handy, especially on those initial couple of pulls to start the truck off. Then we move into the overhead medley, which is, again, something that JF is not traditionally the best at. But depending, again, I say this for every group, depending on what type of setup it is for the overhead medley, this could be a very good event for Oberst, especially if it's log. Dumbbell, I don't know, just the sheer size of his shoulders and his mass. If they got double dumbbells, I'm not sure. But if it's log, he could definitely pick up really good points here. Maybe even win this event. Shivlikov is better at log than he is circus dumbbell. So again, depends what kind of overhead medley it is. Richardson did okay at this in the finals last year with the log ladder. Not too sure about Ithor personally off the top of my head, but in the heats, they're not the heaviest of weights, so JF could do decent here. Do I think he'll win this event? No, but he won't lose too many points. And then we move on to the pickaxe hold. This is something that I think Luke Richardson would probably be very good at because, again, he is Europe's strongest man. They did this last year at that event where he picked up decent points. JF has done front holds in the past when he competed in SCL. Not too sure about Shivlikov or Ithor. And while Oberst is big and barrel-chested, and he's really good at events like Hercules Hold, I again think that bulk might be too much for him. Which is funny because in the previous heat, which you can watch up here, I said being barrel-chested would help guys like Trey and Johnny Hansen in this event. But I don't know. Videos can be deceiving, but Oberst just looks too big in my opinion at this point. So we'll see how he does on this event. Overall, who do I think is going to win this heat? I'm going to give it to JF. Might be a bias because JF is one of my favorite competitors of all time, but I think he'll win this heat, and he's definitely going to want to conserve his energy for the finals, and it'll probably be a rematch of last year where it's Luke Richardson versus Robert Oberst in the Last Man Standing Atlas Stones. That's probably what they were expecting anyway when they matched up this group, to get a rematch of the UK versus the US. Again, and I think history's going to repeat itself, and it's going to be Richardson who wins that overall. Ever since Oberst tore his bicep during the Last Man Standing Stones of 2019, he just hasn't been the same on this event. Where before 2018 prior, he was pretty fast at this, but he's definitely slowed down. So I think just because of age and speed, Richardson's going to win this one. So it'll be JF and Richardson in the finals. On screen now, of course, you can see my predictions for who's going to win each event. And tomorrow you can check back for Heat 4, which includes Jerry Pritchett, Adam Bishop, and Konstantin Janasha in that group. Once again, my name is Kai. I'm the Nerd of Strength. If you like what I do, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Also, check me out on Patreon and Ko-fi, also at Nerd of Strength, if you would like to support me a bit extra. Check back here on Sunday where we'll be doing a live stream, just talking about all the little extra details about World's Strongest Man. Thank you all for watching, and have a great day.